Hey, happy Tuesday! And the eclipse was last week, and I have been hearing from some people that they felt like that there was an eclipse hangover, so to speak. Well, what you're also feeling is this exponentially speeding up of the integration and working with your values. You're in hashtag intentional living or intentions week, week 9, and our raw material. With Jupiter being the planet that expands us, think guru, think ethics, think uh, Oprah. Think giving cars. Think of just what you give freely, and understand it doesn't always have to be material. Even though Taurus is a physical, concentrated Earth sign, it is the sign of values. You can value intangible assets such as goodwill or brand recognition or experience, or hell, even your gender. There are just places in which gender and race and class intersect where you could go off and you learn through grace and through pure self acceptance to kind of just, let it act like you're a duck and let it roll off of you, so to speak. And the Jupiter Uranus is just an exponential speeding up of delineating the authenticity of one's values. Because when Uranus brings those so called acts of God or those so called fated things that return that give you a reversal of fortune, a lot of times upon reflection, you'd be like, God, there for the grace of God. I'm glad I didn't do that. So Uranus says, hey, stop it. You are out of authentic alignment with your true foundation. And with Chiron being a part of that eclipse from last week in Aries, we've got headstrong Aries and the wounds that come from that. And then we've got resistant to any type of change, Taurus. And then Uranus in Taurus has given us 5 years of the irresistible force. Uranus meeting with those so-called immovable objects. So look over the past 5 years and see where have you been placing your treasures? They've been storing in the spiritual heavenly world, which is a metaphor, people, or they've been stored just on the physical world. Because if you've just been living by appearance alone, no bueno. And so this Uranus Jupiter conjunction on this Saturday, 420, go figure, has a lot to do with the lightning strike, the epiphanies, those illuminations of one's values, congruent or incongruent. And if you're a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, you may find that you're a little bit out of sorts with yourself if you haven't been doing the contemplative work that your inner fixed sign requires. And then if you're cardinal, Cancer, Aries, Libra, or Capricorn, the Taurus Jupiter energy is about you manifesting those larger visions, even if you're not the cleanup or the finish crew. The cleanup energy or the adaptable energy is more to those adaptable signs of Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces. And Gemini, with Jupiter moving into your sign on the 25th of next month, it's important that, hey, you throw out some good, you circle in some giving karma freely and see what this next year will do for you. Um, the other mutables, I think Pisces has a really good chance of taking a lot of their ideas that they've had and bringing it into some focus that we can really fully understand. Virgo, you're just finishing up a year where you should have seen and still in the process of seeing concrete growth, even if you had a couple setbacks. And last and not least, Sagittarius, if there are any health or physical challenges, or they just simply due to excess. Um, anyway, you have any other questions? I will be looking at that beautiful Gemini new moon on June the 6th. It's also a Venus star point, and if you don't happen to know your Venus star point, add your birthday at the comment section or DM me, and I'll tell you whether you're morning, the warrior, I'm self contained Venus, or are you the lover side, the evening star? How are we? That's Libra energy. What's going on in our relationship? Te numbers que hablar. We need to talk. And sure, we do. Please subscribe, and this is Quan out.